Erik, you've been combing through the release as well. You've noted a couple of changes in Chair Yellen's stance, her language from December until now. Tell us what you found.
I'm actually, Scarlett, looking more at the dots, because remember back in December when the Fed got when the Fed got off zero and raised rates by a quarter point, it anticipated raising rates 4 more times over the course of 2016. Just to give you a sense of how much more dovish this Fed has grown in that 6-month period, back in December, 13 of the 17 voting members on the FOMC saw benchmark rates at 1% or above by the end of 2016. 13 of 17, now only 2 of 17 do. In December, 12 of those 17 members saw rates at 2% or above by the end of 2017. And now only 3 do. What a dramatic change from December to today. It's truly incredible. I want to point out one other thing. The Fed is sticking to this word gradual. Gradual rate increases over time, ultimately getting the FOMC and the economy back to what they call normalization. And we're going to hear, I hope, Janet Yellen explain why, in the face of these deteriorating inflation expectations, the Fed is sticking to this idea that gradual is even warranted at this point. Some people are surely going to question whether that word needs to be in this statement and whether the Fed can truly contemplate normalization at this time.
Well, Erik, they are certainly gradual in their forecast for next year. You're only getting to about 1.5%. The statement, though, pretty bland about what's going on, doesn't really explain why they have come down so much.
True. The statement is very short on detail. Mike, the reason I make the point gradual, because gradual was the word they were using back in December. And if you used the dot plot to define gradual in December, it was more or less a rate hike 1 of every 2 meetings. Now we've had the Fed on hold for 4 successive meetings, and Yellen and company are giving us absolutely no clue. We may get another clue when we get into that room, but giving us no clue when the next rate hike may come. And you really... Look, the Fed is concerned about its credibility. That word crept into the minutes. The Fed has to be concerned about credibility in the use of the word gradual and its path towards normalization, given where we are today relative to where we were in December when it was using the very same language.